I've been muted.
It's all good. Hello, guys. We're glad to see you, love you, share with you our new song, Drifting Kites. I'm playing in the background of this song as we discuss it and listen to it and make insights for you to understand why we wrote the song, what it's for.
Yep. And please participate.
Please, for the first one. We'll talk after the song.
Yep.
Weaving within the soul, relinquishing all control, drifting
That's
through
pretty
the
good. That's good.
night,
That's good.
beyond the dark and light, dancing sky all around, these roots anchored into the ground.
That's a great line.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Just a string to which
Send some chats out to our groups. Welcoming them.
I sing. So now I sing.
Great.
Mm.
Infinite rooms without a key.
Did you take that line from the Key song?
Nope.
Okay.
In the sea of love, in our universe, in the song and verse,
Hmm.
free to be.
Did you really play that?
Yep.
What's it called?
Melodica with the mouth organ.
It's amazing.
It felt need to happen. It felt good.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, organic aspect of the song.
Weaving within the soul, relinquishing all control, drifting through the night, beyond the darkest light, dancing sky all around, these roots anchored into the ground.
Love it.
It was fun to write and play. Inspiring. Yeah, yeah. Your words always inspire me, Rob.
Well, you wrote most of it, bro.
It's all good. Comes
Yeah, I
through.
know.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoy
That's the
it.
way it works.
It does. We're conduits of love.
Yep. Conduit.
Drives
Yes.
us crazy, drives us crazy. This human condition of the mystery. The mystery is everything. We don't know where we're flowing.
The snare drum comes in, beat the beat to it, the flow. Drive your car, drive your airplane, feel the flow, the meter of nature.
People have to listen to the overall message.
Exactly. It's there, but it's not in your face. It's meant
Now,
to be.
we're not going to tell you. You got to find it for yourself.
You absorb slowly through your own
Yep.
beliefs.
Yep.
Like a stealthy mission.
Like I said before, we're not motivational speakers. We're here to point.
Exactly. There's no guru ever. Just
No
shine yourself back to you. And have a
guru.
good time. Have a good life. Enjoy the amazing moment. I think it's done.
I think it is too.
Right on. That's our original song, Drifting Kites. It's
Yep.
always available. It's available soon on Bandcamp soon for streaming for free and possibly buying if you're inspired to. It's also going to be available on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. So we're getting all distributions out to reach you, to reach life, to reach ourselves, reflections of ourselves, or fragments of the whole. That's what we're doing this for, to reach ourselves that are still asleep and lost in the mind.
That's
Because once you get
perfect.
alive, you're free.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's why our subscribers, our listeners are so important because everything that Rich and I are doing is to expand compassion. It's not about us, it's through us. And
Yeah.
we want to be able to share what we feel. And if you enjoy it, if you understand it, then cool. And if you don't, that's cool too.
Yeah,
You
it's all
know, yeah, you got to live your life. You can't live it through us or from us. And that's why Rich and I are like no gurus. No, it doesn't make any sense because if you don't find it from within,
Both the biggest fools you ever got to listen to.
yeah, if you don't find it in here, then you're
No.
not going to find it.
Right.
You know, faith to me implies separation. You know, I don't have faith that fire burns because I've been burned by fire.
Right.
You know, so it just does.
That creates your faith. That burning
Yeah.
creates your faith.
It's just memory.
Yeah.
That's what thought is. It's just a way of remembering. It's a part of adaptation.
Right.
And not repeating the same stupid things over and over again. But we do that. I thought about this earlier. There's a famous quote that says, "If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it."
Well, that's very true. Yeah.
Okay, but we only repeat it because we learn from it.
Yeah.
It's all we know. We know the past in different versions, but it's always the past repeating itself. And that's why in this song, when Rich writes "Drifting Kites," it's like we don't know. And I think the only thing I wrote, other than consulting with some of the music in the chorus, was "Clinging to a String."
You did that part of it, yes.
Yeah, and that's because we're still clinging to a past because we don't know anything else.
Exactly.
And I really think that works, and it made me happy that you included it.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Yeah.
so this song to me is probably one of our best, but I say that just about every time. But we get better with each one as Rich and I kind of melt into each other. We understand each other in the language that we're speaking, and that's not just for Rich and I; it's for everyone. Our biological diversity does not imply any sort of fragmentation. You know, there are a lot of diverse brains, but in the end, there's only one brain. And that doesn't, we're not talking about some God sitting up in heaven passing judgments on himself. You know, we're talking about that's how creation learns through our diversity.
Right.
That way it has no time, it has no need for time. And that's why it's eternal. You know, and that's part of this song. We're drifting. There's nothing wrong with drifting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the point also drives us crazy that the message we drive ourselves crazy through
Exactly.
Just
I love that part.
Yeah, just
I love that. We drive ourselves crazy in the mystery.
Exactly, because we do. It's true. Human nature.
Yeah, I know it's the truth. The fact is, we don't know, and that's okay.
Yeah.
If we did know, how could we evolve? How could we adapt? You know, creation itself, not in my mind, but in my view, doesn't know what it is. A source can have no source, because if it did, it would never evolve.
It'd be done.
Yeah, it'd be done. There'd be no mistakes. There'd still be dinosaurs.
No birth, no life, no plants. It'd be done. Right.
Nothing. So it doesn't know, and that's why it adapts, and that's the intelligence that Rich and I sing about. Well, I don't sing, even though I can. That we sing about and create about, that not knowing is okay, and it's your natural state. Because when you're born, you don't. What do you know when you're born, and yet you're here? You see, you didn't think yourself into birth. It happened prior to any knowledge that you were taught. And that's this song. And it's also about the myth of death, eternal season, which Rich and I are working on now. We're getting real close. It's taken longer than both of us wanted. It took 2 years.
It's a journey, yeah.
Yeah, it took 2 years. And it reveals itself just like life on its terms, not on my expectations of what it should be. And I think it's better that way, because then I'm not really involved. I'm not creating anything, but we're a conduit, conduit of creation itself.
Yeah, favorite word now, conduit.
Yeah, and that's what Rich and I write about in really all of our songs.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a matter of we're all in this place that we don't really understand. So we make things up and pretend that we do. And we're lost in a cage of thought, of belief. And we're always trying to escape the cage using thought and belief.
Right.
And what Richard and I are saying is that you can't escape.
with the same
You know,
tools. Like
you
imagine
can't.
you can't do it.
You were born cageless, and then you're put into a cage, not by your own choice, but it is your choice to stay there, you know.
When you're aware enough, yeah.
Yeah, when you're aware, but awareness is free.
Yeah, but till you're at that point to wake up enough to see the cage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and don't get us wrong, it can be a scary place when you first realize that everything I was taught is not necessarily true. It's like I was talking with Ramesh earlier today, and why do we call trees green? I said, well, if we call them pink from birth, that's what they would be.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. And why do we call them trees? If we call them lions, that's what they would be.
Right. It's experience.
You
All
know,
it is experience.
that's all it is. It's just conditioning. And there are people out there, the most selfish people, the strongest sense of self, who understand this, but they exploit it. People just want to live and be happy with the lives they have, the house, your kids or whatever. But then they try to scare the hell out of you to fit you into a certain,
Their mold.
yeah, their mold. And I think Trump's a great example of this.
Yeah. Megalomania.
Yeah, he uses fear to
Just
create
shape
to
it.
create himself.
Yep.
Now I want to read just a little bit, and I got to put my glasses on because damn, the print is small.
Gets smaller and smaller, right?
Yeah, well, I don't want to say that about everything, but it might be true.
Well, it's good, though.
All right, these are just some quotes from The Myth of Death, and I'm not going to read a lot. It starts with, as soon as one accepts the label human being, they cease to be. It becomes something other than their birth.
Become a product.
Yep, products. Yeah. In that acceptance of this label, one accepts they are a fragment of the whole of creation, which cannot exist. And it is only the fragment that suffers the fear of death. And it is the fear of the end of time that is the foundation of the society in which we live. One eats life in the form of death every day to stay alive. It does not matter if it's a cow once living in a field or a tomato once living on a vine. Both are the same awareness. Yes, life and death are the same awareness prior to human consciousness. And that human consciousness is certainly nothing more than its content, meaning that we are taught what it means to be human. We are literally taught how to live by a dead past because the past is gone. It can't come back. We can repeat it as memory,
Right.
but it's not living,
Right.
We call ourselves human, and with this definition comes all the rules that follow.
Well said.
Yeah. And that's part of the book, The Myth of Death. And we hope you enjoy it. We hope you enjoy our songs. We're not doing this for us. We're doing it because it's who we are. And that's what we want to teach people is to find who you are. What do I want to be when I grow up? I don't know. Maybe just me, and that's in a lyric that I sent you. Maybe I just want to be me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be
yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to be an interpretation of your expectations of me.
Right, limited, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because then that's the case, the limitation.
Yep.
Yeah, I know you see this, man. That's why we just
Yeah,
do what we do. Yeah.
It's a natural thing we're doing. If
Yeah.
we see somebody out there with us, we're thankful and we're happy we're together as one. If
Yeah.
not, we're going to keep flowing and we love you all.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We just got to flow. And everyone says, or not everyone, but a lot of people say one person can't change the world. And Rich and I disagree. All right. Because one becomes two, two becomes three, three becomes six, and so on.
Yeah.
As long as we're in that flow, then there's a tidal wave of change.
Yeah. It's like passing
And
a
we
candle.
just, and we just want to be a part of that.
Yeah. No matter what we are, so we're making the most of the best of it.
Yeah. And we share it.
We become peaceful and healthy, awakened.
Yeah.
That's
Aware.
vitality, awareness. and
Yeah, that's
compassion,
it.
helping, being kind. Nothing more important now, I believe, in this moment than being kindness.
I agree. I agree because everything's shifting to a place where they're pitting us against each other, and we have the strength, we have the power, and it's only a few self-righteous people who don't really care about us. You know what I mean? They don't care. I mean, let's just face the fact, you know, and see that but that we, as the meek, I guess so to speak,
Yeah,
we care about each other.
right. We do inherit ourselves.
That's right.
That's the message.
Exactly. I love that. We inherit ourselves. The meek inherit themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, me too. Plus, please check our website out. The new blog is at weareoverlap.com. Much development happening, much inspiration, creativity,
Yep.
more videos, more books to come. And we're so happy the subscribers almost have 2,000 subscribers. We're going to celebrate that number, 1,199, which feels amazing. We're reaching that many people through you. Everyone's a link to another site, another family member, another
Exactly.
race, another belief dogma. It's all this web of love and light traveling around through us as us.
And if you want to be a part of it,
Yeah,
just be a part of it.
just be a part of it. Just wake
You
up.
don't have to be the whole. You don't have to take over anything. You just be a part of it.
Yeah, when one wakes up, that's all you need. No spots.
That's
Don't
it.
worry about everything. Just wake
And
up.
we're here for you.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Reach out to us, ask us questions, and
Yep.
be together to share space, openness beyond the beliefs, beyond judgment, beyond dogma, beyond anything. Anything you want to be is fine because it's all love. And we love
I
you.
agree. I agree. We love all of you. Thank you so very much for being a part of our lives.
You're part of this We Are Overlap wave of love. Hope you
Yep.
like
I
this.
like it. All right, brother.
Okay, man. Have a great day, buddy. We love you guys. We are
Yeah,
Overlap.
we love you. Yeah, love you more than you know.
You're us.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Isn't that the point?
It sure is. And surreal.
Yep.
It
Yep.
truly is. You're us.
All right, man. We're out of here.
See you guys.
All right, man. Love you, Rich.
You too, Rob. See
All right, brother.
ya. Yeah.